Hello and welcome. I'm John Lloyd for the Tennis Channel. The World Invitational Classic was an event that took place in the 70s. It had a unique round-robin format. There was a lot of prize money at stake, and the winner sometimes got to drive off in a brand new car. Not bad. Our match today is a men's singles, and what a treat we have today. The hard-hitting Roscoe Tanner with the biggest serve in the game against the ever-cool Swede Bjorn Borg. Watch for the contrast in style between these two players. Let's join our commentators Chris Schenkel and the late great Pancho Gonzalez.
Eight of the greatest stars in the game, playing for prize money totaling $220,000. In the World Invitational Tennis Classic, competing on equal terms for women, Yvonne Goolagong, Virginia Wade, Carrie Reed, Diane Fromholz, and for men, Bjorn Borg, Roscoe Tanner, John Newcomb, Vitas Gerulaitis. From Sea Pines Plantation, Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, in the setting of incomparable beauty. First prize is $50,000 with $35,000 going to the runner-up. The best in world tennis. Hello again, I'm Chris Schenkel. It's a pleasure to welcome you back to our men's singles final. Two great stars, Bjorn Borg, the defending champion, going against hard-serving Roscoe Tanner. And as we go into our ninth match, Roscoe Tanner leading by 1 victory point over 3 players. So for today, it's a must for the young player from Sweden. Here's a great champion who's going to make his comments as he's done now for the 5th year and oh so well. So how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you, Chris, and I'm looking forward to this singles match. I think Roscoe has picked up his knowledge of how to play on clay and is going to present more of a problem than usual to Bjorn Borg.
In other words, you're going to pick Tanner?
No, I didn't say that. I just said that he's going to be tougher on the clay court surface because I think it's common knowledge that he's not all that confident when he gets on the clay.
So you're going to pick Bjorn Borg to pick up his 3rd victory point.
I am going to pick Bjorn Borg based on statistics, and but I look for a very good close match.
Thank you, Pancho. And now let's go down to courtside. And here's our reporter. We're glad to have her as a regular member of our ABC Sports team, Andrea Kirby.
Well, Chris and Pancho, the series between these two is 3-2 in favor of Borg, but the key is they've never played on clay before. And, of course, Borg is very tough on this surface. Roscoe Tanner's been playing a lot better on clay during this tournament, and he will have to play at least as well as he has to even take Borg to 3 sets. So I'll have to go with Borg, but to give that little added confidence to Roscoe Tanner, I will say, based on how his serve has been going, that he will take Bjorn Borg to 3 sets today. And we'll be ready for the action right after this.
I began losing my hair about a year ago. Is it ever gonna stop?
What caused it to fall out anyway? Let's say I'm ready to do something about my hair loss. What are my options?
Why me?
It's hard to know what to do when you start losing your hair. That's where Bosley comes in. For over 25 years, people have turned to us for answers to their questions about hair loss and hair restoration.
So what is natural hair restoration?
Where does the hair come from? Is it permanent?
Does the hair actually grow?
To find out, just call this toll-free number. We'll send you this free video and comprehensive guidebook that give you the real facts about hair loss and the choices you have for dealing with it. Financing is available. So call now and discover how Bosley has advanced the science of natural hair restoration, how they use your own living hair to fill in the thin spots. You'll also meet people who were once losing their hair and see what they looked like then and now.
But here's the big question. Do you think my barber will remember me?
Learn about all your options. Call now and get the information you need to determine if hair restoration is right for you.
In the all-new Saab 92X, the road seems a whole lot stickier. Tenacious all-wheel drive handling. road blistering performance, and unlimited servings of G-force. The all-new, all-wheel drive Saab 92X. Welcome to the state of independence.
Picture a day in the life of your favorite tennis pros. No Strings is your connection to all the players' off-the-court action. Tag along as the Tennis Channel takes you up in their private jets, on exclusive photo shoots, and much more. See what Yunus Elanawi catches when he goes fishing for some fun.
Sharks. I got one of his teeth right here. It's really sharp. I wish I could be smooth like this on a tennis court.
No Strings, featuring Yunus Elanawi, only on the Tennis Channel. For a fresh spin on tennis, catch Center Court with Chris Myers, exclusively on the Tennis Channel. Slovak beauty Daniela Hantakova opens up to Chris about winning Fed Cup.
I just had to fight for every single point until the end, and that was one of the best memories that I have on the court.
Meeting your famous mentor.
I mean, it was like, wow, you know, I was really privileged to be working with somebody like her.
And taking a swing at another sport.
Yeah, that was amazing. I mean, I couldn't believe it when I did it.
Center Court featuring Daniela Hantakova, only on the Tennis Channel.
This is Roscoe Tanner, 26 years old, serving to Bjorn Borg. The men's singles final, Pancho, and some rain earlier in the day has changed the surface somewhat.
Yes, it has, Chris. A lot of dampness has settled on the court. They've done a fantastic job getting it ready. However, the heavy conditions, as we refer to when the court is wet, would take away a lot of the speed of the flight of the ball. Roscoe should be handicapped to a degree on his serve. Love 15.
Serving to 21-year-old Bjorn Borg, the defending champion of the World Invitational Tennis Classic. Best of 3 sets. First game.
And there's that topspin forehand of Bjorn Borg's. It hits the ground, and with the topspin, it kicks up pretty high. I think Roscoe may have some trouble with this type of a shot. Roscoe's good on the low ball, very good, but he does not like the high ball. Love 30. A good drop shot there, and really caught Borg off guard. Nice dipping drop shot. Borg got a little late start, couldn't quite make it. I think Borg may not have been expecting that quite so early in the match. 15-30. And there you see the method that Borg can play. Hits a nice little dink. Here is the dink. And he gets Tanner sliding out of court, and Borg with his great speed runs it down. 15-40, service break opportunity right off the bat for Bjorn Borg, who is one of the super clay court players of this day. Like going out to hit against the backboard when you play Bjorn Borg. He does not come into the net very often, stays on the baseline and just keeps pushing the ball back. Great passing shots. Court into the net. Game to Bjorn Borg.
And the defending champion of the World Invitational Tennis Classic, Bjorn Borg, winning the first game in our best of 3-set matches. To the winner, the overall winner, goes America's new success car, the beautiful Fairmont.
And let's not forget the $50,000 first prize.
Bjorn Borg, the defending champion, will serve in the second game, having won the first against Roscoe Tanner.
You see Borg just staying there. He goes for a ball, a winner. A little unusual from that position for Borg to try for a winner. Wide of the line, love 15. But Borg stays back and just keeps stroking the ball, hopefully deep. He can be aggressive on short balls, especially on his forehand. But he's particularly known for the big passing shots.
Pancho, make your prediction again in this match, would you?
Well, on record, Borg is such a good clay court player. He is so comfortable. He doesn't mind staying in the baseline. On the other hand, Roscoe has to figure to go to the net against these great passing shots. Roscoe cannot beat Borg from the baseline. And it's absolutely disastrous to go to the net against Borg, so you got to go along with Borg to win this match. And there was Roscoe. A short ball went for the opening, but he hit it deep, 40-15. Another big factor here, Chris, is when two players play on clay of a high quality. It's a hot, humid day, and you would think that physical would play a part in it, but these two fellas are two of the strongest physical players we have in the game. Neither one of them really ever getting tired. And so if Borg doesn't beat you with his stamina, you know, he gets so many balls back that he kind of bores you to death.
Both 6 feet.
There's a mistimed volley by Bjorn Borg, attempting to hit it a little harder than I think he had to, and the game goes to Borg, who leads now 2-love in the first set.
You know, with Roscoe Tanner in the aces lead, he once had 19 aces against Jimmy Connors at Wimbledon in the quarterfinals, and then earlier in 1972, Tanner hit 23 aces on cement against Borg. Imagine that in a 6-3, 6-3 win over Borg.
Oh, that is incredible. Did he serve that many times? Yeah, there's no question. He's one of the biggest servers of all time. His quick left-handed action, also with his deceptive movement, gives him power, and he has a knowledge of how to use change of pace and the whole thing. There's that passing shot of Bjorn Borg that I told you about. Roscoe having to come in on a much stronger and deeper approach shot than that to be effective. 15-all.
Roscoe's been broken 6 times in this competition, Pancho.
On clay, with all the games he's played, that's a good record.
And 5 were in the Garolitis match, the men's semifinal.
Well, that was a super match, and Roscoe played on clay, one of the best matches I've ever seen him to get through that one, but he's in trouble here again as he made a very easy backhand air on the last shot. 15-30. Borg not giving any points away. He's only made one unforced error so far in these 2.5 games. Now there's a beautiful approach, but it was so terrifically hit. It's hard to believe he'd have to do this every time. Here's Roscoe, short ball from Borg, and Roscoe really topspinned it out of reach. 30-all.
Graduate of Stanford University, Roscoe Tanner.
That serve just wide by 6 or 7 inches. Oh, a beautiful backhand right inside the corner. And he might have had something on it, because when he hit that, you'll notice it hit the ground. Borg was there, but he kind of, ball took a bounce on him. 40-30. Roscoe behind 2-love in this first set, trying to get his first game. Big serve, but Bjorn was there. And a deep shot from Bjorn gives Roscoe his first game.
So now, after 3 games here in the first set, best of 3, Bjorn Borg leads Roscoe Tanner 2-1. We'll be back after this.
Bjorn Borg made his Davis Cup debut at 15 years old.
Worried about break-ins? Worried about toddlers and youngsters getting out? Worried about cabinets filled with poisons and other chemical cleaners? Well, stop worrying and get the Bell & Howell alarm system right now. The alarms fit on your doors, screen doors, your windows, your cabinets, and send a warning when they're open. And mount the unit on a window, door, or cabinet. The alarm sounds when the Bell & Howell alarm is separated.
I can sleep better at night knowing that I have the Bell & Howell alarm system. With the Bell & Howell alarm system, I can hear when I have a problem.
And now you can have the alarm system in your home for the incredibly low price of just $19.95. You'll receive 4 Bell & Howell alarm systems for protection on your doors, windows, screens, and cabinets. You'll also receive 4 convenient batteries, so your safety will start the day your package arrives. But wait, there's more. Call and order right now and receive 4 additional Bell & Howell alarms free. That's a total of 8 Bell & Howell alarms and 8 batteries for the incredibly low price of just $19.95. Put one on every door, every window, and feel safe at night.
Call now and feel safe about your family. Why wait? Call now and feel safer at night.
Here's how to order your Bell & Howell alarm system.
Call 1-800-598-7352 and order the Bell & Howell alarm system now for only $19.95. 1-800-598-7352. That's 1-800-598-7352.
For a fresh spin on tennis, catch Center Court with Chris Myers, exclusively on the Tennis Channel. Get the stories that made the game and the lessons learned that make the game. Just how big is nice guy and Asian #1 Paradorn Sishapan?
You are the Michael Jordan of Thailand. You know who he is, of course.
Well, yes.
And what do you think of that comparison?
I would say it's not easy. You're doing it for your country, and you're doing it for yourself too at the same time, so it's kind of difficult.
Center Court featuring Paradorn Sishapan on the Tennis Channel.
Here at Sea Pines Racket Club, we move into the 6th game of the first set. Bjorn Borg serving, leading 3-2.
Out. 15 love. Bjorn Borg on his home court loves to play on clay. You know, Chris, you can see Borg, how safe he plays his shots from the deep in the court. He plays with clearing the net quite a bit, very safe. And yet he'll jump on a ball that falls short. Beautiful forehand approach by Roscoe Tanner, producing that error, forcing that error. 15-0. And as of the end of the 5th game, the difference in errors was Borg had only 3 up to that point. Well, Tanner had 11, and we have an ace. The first one made by Bjorn Borg.
In this match.
In this match.
He now has 3, whereas his opponent has 17. Has he got a lock on that Ford Chateau Club wagon?
You know, a couple of matches ago, he had everything but the spare tire. Now he just needs to put gasoline in it. And a big overhead smash by Roscoe. 30-all. Back to 30-all.
You look very smug when Borg served that ace. I'm going to have a little wager with you right now. I think Tanner will serve more in this match than Borg.
You have a bet. Loser commits suicide. Good approach by Bjorn Borg. Picking that ball off very quickly. 40-30.
Caesar Palace's Pancho Gonzalez, Las Vegas. They are so confident.
Oh, what a great volley from Roscoe Tanner. Deuce. There is a deep forehand. Borg was there, hit a beautiful one down the line. Roscoe with a full reach cross court. And another big shot by Roscoe Tanner, a backhand cross court, forced another error from Borg. Here's this one. He's hit a couple of those that have hit the tape, but this one was over, beautifully hit, and Borg could not handle it. Advantage, Tanner. Opportunity here for him to break back in this first set. He comes in, and he's made a beautiful movement.
So now, the games are 3-all. Big match for both players. Tanner with 3 victory points, Borg with 2. Our next program in the World Invitational Tennis Classic will feature the women's singles final in a key match for Virginia Wade as she goes against Yvonne Goolagong. 3-all.
And Roscoe Tanner, a good first serve, followed in behind it and had a good forehand volley down the line. 15-love. Roscoe's going to have to serve and play this style of tennis to beat Borg. Almost an ace, but Borg with his speed at least got his racket on it. 30-love.
30-love.
Almost an ace, Chris.
It'll be 1-all pretty soon. Roscoe Tanner, originally from Lookout Mountain, Tennessee, went to the same high school as the great Hanna brothers that played a lot of football for Alabama and in the NFL. He's husky enough. I asked him if he played high school football, and he said he did for a while, but then tennis grabbed him.
The money in tennis grabbed him. He's a big, strong fellow with not very much effort. He can really penetrate through that tennis ball. Oh, Roscoe slipping a little bit on the clay court. Couldn't quite reach that. 30-all. He actually had the advantage position on that point. Borg also, with his great speed and that topspin cross court, hits it very sharp, and it drops very quickly. It's kind of hard to handle. Good lob and an even better overhead from Roscoe Tanner, 40-30. Here's Roscoe backing up, and notice how he keeps his eyes right on that ball at contact. He follows it. Great overhead smash. And a big service by Roscoe Tanner holds serve 4 games to 3.
Legend has it that Roscoe Tanner once clocked a serve at 153 miles per hour.
As we move into the 8th game of the first set, Roscoe Tanner, Borg's opponent, has come from being down 1-3 to lead 4 games to 3.
Backhand by Roscoe just over the baseline, 15-love. My pick is digging in. Roscoe is just hitting this ball like a bullet. Of course, he knows, Roscoe knows that he has to against the speed of Bjorn Borg. There's that high topspin that Borg can produce off the forehand. And that ball with the underspin that Borg put on it kind of skipped, and Roscoe just didn't get down low enough to it. 30-love.
Is Borg the fastest man in tennis, the quickest?
Today, he and Jimmy Connors are the quickest. Roscoe's the strongest.
30-15.
An unforced error from Bjorn. 30-15. And Bjorn smoothly sliding into that shot, just sliced a nice deep one back to the baseline. Roscoe into the net. 40-15. For those of you who think that Borg can't volley, a nice cross court brings the score now to 4 games all.
Games are 4.
Borg now, what he's doing is he's taking some of these big shots that Roscoe's hitting, and he's using Roscoe's pace and just guiding it. That last point, he hit that backhand from a deep position right down the line, and he got Roscoe sliding back and forth, and he was able to move in. So when a person hits big shots at you, you can usually take advantage of their speed. And there's a first ace for Roscoe Tanner. 1-all in this match, and Roscoe has 18 for the series. 15-love. A little bit deep of the service line. That's soft, high bouncer. Troubling Roscoe still, 15-all.
I think he made the comment, get to the ball.
That's exactly it. Well, you see, the ground is very, very damp. Now, it's also going to affect his movement sliding. He expect to maybe slide 6 inches further, like they would on a dry court, but on the wet court, it'll stick more, so you have to get up closer to the ball. There's those high topspin shots again from Borg. Patience being shown by both players at this point. And there's Borg exploding on a short ball, quickly cross court, forcing the error.
15-30.
Here's Borg moving in and really flicking it cross court, and Roscoe was there, but he couldn't quite get set into the net. 15-30. Borg now, an opportunity here on Roscoe's serve. Borg standing about 8 feet behind the baseline to receive Tanner's first serve. Now he moves in. Good cross-court backhand from Bjorn Borg gives him 2 opportunities here now to break Roscoe Tanner's serve at 15-40. Roscoe went in on a pretty good approach shot, but you see what Borg can do with those.
Look how far back.
Yeah, again, Borg is back about 6 to 8, and then he moves even further back when he's about to receive. That shows what you can do with big serves. Step back, give yourself time enough to get to it. And a volley Borg from high cross-court wins him the 9th game of this first set.
And we'll return to the men's singles finals after this message.
Up on your feet, clap, whistle, and make some noise. It's time for the Tennis Channel's Standing O. The first Chilean ever to enter the ATP Top 10 rankings, Marcelo Andres Rios' game was defined by his smooth ground strokes and feverish on-court demeanor. Eventually, the peppery Chilean climbed to the top, becoming the first South American in ATP history to be ranked #1. This fiery lefty compiled an astounding 391 singles victories throughout his career, with 18 finishes in the winner's circle. He's also the first player since Stefan Edberg to rank #1 in the world at both the junior and professional levels. Selected by a panel of the Chilean Government Ministry for Sport and the Olympic Committee, Rios was voted Chile's best athlete of the 20th century. Let's hear it for Marcelo Rios' final Standing O, only on the Tennis Channel.
Winning was all Lizzie Bradbury dreamed of.
I'm focused. I know the game.